Hola
My
a
name is
todos,
Bradley
me
Clark.
llamo
I'm the
Bradley Clark
Impact and
y
Care
soy el
Pastor here at
pastor
First Christian
de
Church. And today
Impacto
I'm with
y
my friend
Cuidar.
Rena, who's
Soy
our Day
con
Services
mi amiga
Director.
Reina,
Rena, for
quien
those who are
es
new to the church, maybe
la
you could explain
líder
real quick
de
what Day
los Day
Services is here at First
Services.
Christian.
¿Qué son los Day
Day
Services?
Services
Day
is a
Services
program
es
for
un
adults with
programa
developmental
para
disabilities,
adultos
and we function out of
con
this building Monday through
disabilidades
Friday from 9 to 2. We offer all different kinds of
desarrollados
services from
y
recreation and
tenemos
leisure all the
muchos
way through
servicios
employment, so we're
de
giving them
la
vocational skills.
Awesome.
recreación,
So if you want to know more about our Day
clases,
Services program, Rena is the
empleos.
one to talk
Si
to
quieres
or
saber
email.
más
You can find our
del
information online.
programa, puedes
We want to welcome you
encontrar la
today, whether you're joining us
información
in person or
por
online.
email a
We want you to
Reina.
know that we've been praying for you, and we've been
Bienvenidos
expecting
a
you,
la
and we're looking
iglesia.
forward to this
Hoy
time
hemos
together.
orado
In
por
a few
ti,
moments, we're going to be gathering for worship,
hemos
and we're going to wrap up our series, The
y
Elephant in the Family Room,
vamos
which
a
is all
empezar
about how
a adorar
family
un
looks different for
momento
each
y
of us,
vamos a terminar
and
la
within
serie
those
que se
families,
llama
sometimes tricky situations
El
and conversations
elefante
come
en la
up.
sala
But this
familiar.
series gives us
Y
a biblical
cómo
compass
son
to
las
navigate some of those
familias
tricky
y
waters.
cómo podemos
Today we're going to be
crear
celebrating and
relaciones
worshiping
buenas en
together,
las
and one of the ways
familias.
we're going to be doing that
Hoy
is through
vamos a
communion. And
celebrar
so if
la
you are in the
comunión
room and you
juntos.
didn't
Si
grab those
estás
elements
aquí y
when you
no
were walking
tienes
in,
los
you can get those in the
elementos,
tunnel. And if you're watching us
puedes
from
ir al
home, you
túnel
can
para
gather those elements
encontrarlos.
now.
Si estás en
Another
casa,
way that we
puedes
worship here at First
encontrar
Christian
los
is through
elementos
giving.
ahora.
And so you can
También
do that
adoramos
three different ways.
por
You can go to
dar, por regalar,
firstchristian.com/give,
y
or you can
puedes
text
ir
an
a
amount to
help.firstchristian.com
84321,
para
or
dar.
there's boxes
Puedes
in the
poner
tunnels where you
dinero
can drop
en
that
las
as you
cajas
leave
en los
today.
túneles o
So,
puedes mandar
what
una
else do we have on the
cantidad a
docket, Bradley?
Another
84322.
round of Be the Bridge
Vamos a
begins June
tener
1st. Be the
otra
Bridge is a
ronda de
nine-week
la clase
conversation
Being
about
the
racial
Bridge,
reconciliation in the church
que
and
es un
community.
programa que
And it
empieza en
focuses
2
on
semanas
understanding
y
of
tiene
racial
9 semanas de
injustices and
clases
inequalities.
para
Rena's taken it,
la
I've taken it, and we both highly recommend it. So it starts next
reconciliación
week. Go register
de
today.
las razas.
You can discover what your
Puedes
next steps are, like going to Be the
alistarte
Bridge, or checking out
hoy en
baptism or service
hub.firstchristian.com.
opportunities. Just go to
También puedes encontrar más
hub.firstchristian.com.
oportunidades
You can see all of
como
that.
para el
And
bautismo
lastly, if you
o
go to hub.firstchristian.com,
servicios
there's a
o
connect card that you
puedes
can click
llenar
on and
una
fill out.
tarjeta
And if you're here in the
digital,
building, you can visit us in the
ah,
hub. It's right
porque
down the
queremos
hall.
conocerte mejor.
Again, we're excited for
especialmente
today,
si eres
and we're excited
visitante.
you're here with us.
Estamos
Let's jump into
felices,
this.
muy emocionados que estén aquí y vamos a empezar en 25 segundos.
Good morning.
Buenos
Welcome to First
días.
Christian. My name's Seth, and I'm one of the pastors here. We're
Bienvenidos
so
a la
glad on
iglesia First
holiday weekend
Christian.
with the beautiful
Estamos
weather
tan
outside that you
felices
decided
que
to
en
join us
un,
today. It's going to be an
en
awesome
un fin
morning.
de semana
We're
de
wrapping up our
fiesta
series
y
called The Elephant
con
in the
buen
Family
tiempo
Room, and Jimmy's going to
afuera,
be walking us
que
through what it
estén
means
aquí.
to carry each
Y
other's
vamos a
burdens. It's gonna be
terminar la
an awesome
serie
morning. We're going to sing
de
together. We're going to take communion
la
together, but we're going to do that at
elefante
the end of
en
the
la
service.
sala
So make
familiar.
sure you hold on to those elements
Y
if you didn't have a chance to grab them.
Jimmy
grab
va a
them in the tunnels.
hablar
As they
de
said on that
cómo
video, you
podemos
can give if you're a
llevar
part of
los
First Christian.
cargos de
Online,
el uno al otro.
in the
Y
boxes as you exit this
si
room,
puede
or
estar
through text at
en línea
84321.
o
We're
para
so
o
honored to be
por
here
mandar
today to be able to worship freely, and we
una
can do
cantidad
that
a
because of people who gave their lives
84321
within that
puedes
freedom. So
poner
we're very
cheques
grateful
en las
for
cajas
those
en los
who served
túneles.
and gave their all so that
Y
we can stand together and
ahora
worship freely.
vamos a
So that's what we're
recordar
gonna do this morning.
los
So I'm gonna invite you
veteranos.
to stand up, and we're
Por
going to sing
favor,
together and lift high the name of
levántense
Jesus today.
para estar juntos y levantar el nombre de Jesús juntos.
Who am I that the highest King would welcome? I was lost, but He brought me. His love for me. Oh, His love for me. Who the Son
Sometimes on this journey, get lost in my mistakes. Looks to me like weakness is a canvas for your strength. And my story isn't over, my story's just begun. Feel you want to find me, 'cause that's what my Father does. No, feel you want to find me, 'cause that's what my Father does. Ooh, lay your burdens down. Ooh, here in the Father's house, check your shame at the door, 'cause it ain't welcome anymore. You're in the Father's house. Arrival's not the end game, the journey's where you are. You never want to be perfect, you just want in my heart. And the story isn't over if the story isn't good. Failure's never final when the Father's in the room. Failure's never final when the Father's in the room. Ooh, lay your burdens down. Ooh, here in the Father's house, check your shame at the door, 'cause it ain't welcome anymore. Ooh, you're in the Father's house. I love that invitation to lay our burdens down at the feet of our Heavenly Father.
Me gusta
He's
la
promised to carry them with us. He's promised us
para poner
He's never going to leave us.
nuestros
And this is what that looks
cargos
like. Let's sing
a
this
los
together.
pies de
Prodigals
Jesucristo.
come home.
Eso es como
To
parece,
help
me
us
parece.
find hope. Love is on the move when the Father's in the room. Prison doors fling wide, dead come to life. Love is on the move when the Father's in the room. Miracles take place, cynical find way. Love is breaking through when the Father's in the room. Jericho walls quaking, strongholds now shaking. Love is breaking through when the Father's in the room. Love is breaking through when the Father's in the room. Lay your burdens down. Here in the Father's house, check your shame at the door, 'cause it ain't welcome anymore. You're in the Father's house. Lay your burdens down. Here in the Father's house, check your shame at the door, 'cause it ain't welcome anymore. Ooh, you're in the Father's house. Amen. You can have a
Amén.
seat.
Pueden sentarse.
Over the last couple of weeks, we've had events in our country that
En las
Terrible,
últimas
tragic.
semanas hemos tenido
have affected all of us
eventos,
profoundly and in different ways. Sometimes
tragedias
it's hard
que
for us
nos
to
han
articulate what we're
afectado
thinking and feeling.
mucho. Y muchas
You know, Scripture
veces es muy
is full of all kinds
difícil
of
para decir
emotional
cómo nos han afectado.
personal reactions
Y
with
la
God.
escritura tiene
And there's a time for
muchas
praise, there's a time for
cosas
joy, there's a
que
time for
dicen
thanksgiving.
que
And as you read Scripture,
hay
there's also a time,
una hora
something we call
para
lament,
alabar,
time of sorrow,
para
time to be hurting.
para la alegría,
And you'll see in Scripture,
para
God welcomes us to express those
la
things, to Him.
tristeza también,
sorrow,
pero también hay una
our
hora
inability to articulate
para
the things that we're
lamentar.
feeling.
Y
So today we want to give you a chance,
nuestro Padre nos
both as individuals and
invita
as a
a
church, just to spend some
lamentar
time
con
in
Él
prayer.
y
We're
orar
intentionally going to
y
leave this time
decirle
silent,
qué
think,
quiere
So you can pray.
lo que queremos
Maybe
decirle
like
a
me,
Él.
you've had trouble
Ahora
articulating what you're
vamos a
thinking or feeling. There's
tener
going to be a prayer up on the
una,
screen that is a guide for you to walk through to maybe help you
una hora
talk through
de
some of the things
orar.
with God. But maybe this is a
Y
chance for you
vamos
to
a
pray
tener
in whatever
una
way that you
oración
feel
en la
helps
pantalla
best connect you with God. But I think
que
it's important for us today
quieres.
just to
No,
spend this
vamos
time
a pasar
prayer
tiempo en
with our
silencio
Heavenly Father.
para que
Let's pray together.
puedas pensar y orar con tu Padre en el cielo. Padre, ya que hemos conocido de los actos repetidos de violencia en nuestra sociedad, nos rompe los corazones. Ayúdanos no darnos prisa de este lugar de lamentar para hablar o juzgar o arreglar con prisa, sino para lamentar como tú dices que debamos hacer.
God, we come before you.
Dios, estamos enfrente
God,
de
we lay
ti
our burdens at
y,
your feet, the burden of sorrow
y
and
ponemos
all the other
nuestros
burdens represented in
cargos
this
de
room by
tristeza
people watching.
y lamentaciones a tus
God, you
pies.
promised us that
Y
your burden is
tú
easy and your yoke
nos
is light.
has prometido que
God, there's things that we
tu
can't handle on our
cargo
own.
es
You've invited
ligero
us to
y
give them to you.
nosotros
carry them as you
tenemos
walk beside
que
us, and it's so awesome
darte
Look
nuestros
back and see your
cargos.
faithfulness every day.
Y es increíble ver tu fidelidad
out
con nosotros cuando
your
tú
kingdom on
llevas
this earth, may
nuestros
we be
cargos.
People
Y
who
como
show that same kind of
vivimos en tu
one
reino,
another.
que podemos,
As we help
que
each other
podamos
carry
ser
each other's
o-
burdens as
o
you've shown us
podamos
so perfectly. God, may we love like you
llevar
love.
los cargos de los
May we be
otros
faithful
el
like
uno
you've
al
been so
otro.
faithful to us.
Que estemos
Jesus'
fieles,
name that we pray
que
together.
seamos fieles
In Jesus'
como
And
tú
we
eres
come together
fiel.
today.
Entonces, estamos
Sing this
aquí en el nombre de Jesús, en el nombre de Jesús, amén.
Pride and adoration, treasures woven by His love. His careful hands, they hold us safe within His promise, calling and of destiny. We're heaven's fun creation, pride and adoration, treasures opened by His love. His careful hands, they hold us safe
tomen.
grab a seat. How we doing
Siéntense,
this
por
morning?
favor. ¿Cómo están ustedes?
Good.
Bien.
It's warm and the sun is shining.
Hace calor
good.
y está soleado.
Well, hey, welcome to First
y
Christian Church. I just want
estamos
to
bien.
start by asking you
Bienvenidos a la
a question.
iglesia.
How many
Quiero
of you
empezar
have
por
the habit
hacerte
of
una
overpacking?
pregunta.
Anybody?
¿Cuántos de ustedes
Just checking to
han
see if my wife raised her hand
empacado
when I asked that question.
demasiado para un viaje?
Some
en el
of us
pasado?
are pretty good
Yo
about, you go on a
quiero
trip and
ver
you might
si
go for a day or two
mi
and you pack like
esposa
the
se
proper
levanta la
amount of clothes
mano.
and shoes and things like that. Some of us, on the other hand, it's like a competition. To see
Siempre
how close we
existe
can
la
get to the
tentación
flight,
de
like
empacar
the amount of weight they'll
demasiado
let you
para
take
un
on an airplane. It's
viaje.
like 45 pounds, and so you're like, I think I get the 44
ahora
pounds and like 11 ounces or something like that.
Unas
It's like a
personas
competition.
solo
The first
llevan
couple
lo
of times that my
necesario y
wife and I
otras
flew
personas
together,
tratan de
I could tell as we
tener
were packing that she
competencia
was kind of
con
scouting
el
my bag
balance
to see if
en
there's
el-
room in there for
en
more
el
shoes.
aeropuerto,
Anybody else have somebody
¿verdad?
that does that?
O mi esposa
Okay,
quería
couple of
poner
us do.
sus
There's always a
sus
temptation
zapatos
to
extras
overpack
en mi maleta.
for a journey.
Siempre
I remember
existe la
one time we were
tentación de empacar
traveling and I was
demasiado
watching,
para un
like I was
viaje,
putting stuff in my
especialmente
bag
por
and she was putting
carretera.
stuff in her bag and I could
Una
see
vez
the
estaba mirando
piles growing, and so we have this
estaba
scale thing that you hook
mirando
around the handle of a
yo
bag
puse
and you
cosas en
hold
mi
it up in the air and it
maleta
tells you
y
how much it
otras-
weighs.
y
Maybe you
ella
have one of
puso
those. And
otras
so I
cosas
closed
en
my
su
bag up
maleta,
and I
entonces
checked
yo
it and
usé un
I was getting pretty close to the
balance
weight limit. We were going to
para-
be gone for a week. I was
y
okay though. And then I
íbamos a
closed her bag and I
estar
zipped it
una
shut and I
semana de
picked it up and she was
vacaciones
right
y
at the weight limit. And I knew there were some
ella
more things that
tenía
needed to go
el
in her bag.
límite
And
en
without
su
thinking, I turned to her and I
maleta
almost
y
said,
casi dijo,
"Baby, you have a
casi
weight
dije,
problem."
tienes un
But I
problema
stopped
con
myself right
el
before those words
peso,
came out of my
pero
mouth, which is the
me
only reason I'm alive
paré
and I'm here this
y
morning,
esta
okay?
es
Because she
la
doesn't. She's beautiful, all right?
única-
But some of us,
única
we just
manera
have that
que
tendency to put a
estoy,
little too much in
vivo
our bag,
ahora,
and some
pero
of us,
porque
it's
ella
not
no
even close.
tiene
You
un
just
problema
way
con
overpack.
su
There's always the
peso,
temptation
es
to
muy
overpack
bonita,
for a
pero
road trip,
siempre
okay? And so
existe la
one time
tentación
this
de
got really
empacar
serious for
demasiado
me. I
para
was going on
un
a
viaje
hiking trip
por
with my friend
carretera.
Rob. It was
Una vez
2015,
estaba
and at the beginning
en
of the year I set some
2020,
goals. I
en
thought,
2015,
I'm just gonna
estaba
pick out
con
some things I
mi-
want to accomplish this year.
mi
And so
amigo
I
Rob
said, all right, I want
y
to, first of all,
íbamos
I
a
made a spreadsheet.
tener una
I hadn't heard of it
excursión de
okay?
senderismo.
Made a
Y
spreadsheet, and
primero
I
yo
put some things in there. I
hice
said, this year I
un
want to
Excel
save
en la
X number of
computadora
dollars. And this
porque
year I
tenía
want
metas
to,
y quería
I wanted to learn to
cumplirlas.
speak
Quería-
Italian, because up to that point I only
Entonces
knew whatever was
iba
on
a
the Olive
guardar
Garden menu.
dinero,
I
a
thought I want to know a
ahorrar
little more
dinero.
than that. So
Y
I
yo
thought I wanted
quería
to speak Italian,
aprender
okay? And one of the things I put on there was this year I
y
want to go on
también
a hiking
yo
trip.
puse
I've never
que
been on a hiking
quería
trip. Anybody like a
ir de
hiker,
excursión,
outdoorsman,
de
you love to do this
senderismo.
stuff? I see one hand
Yo
in the
veo-
whole room.
y
We are a
hay
bunch of
personas
city.
que
There's a few in the
les
back. Okay.
gusta
I said I want to go on a hiking trip.
hacer
And so I called my
excursiones de
friend
senderismo.
Rob
Solo
Lansdale.
veo a
He's,
uno, dos,
at the
tres
time was the
manos.
youth pastor right down the road at Greenwood Christian
Y
Church.
Rob
And
es un
Rob is
pastor
a
para la
hiker. He's probably
juventud
spent more of his life on the
en otra
Appalachian Trail than
iglesia
off of it.
cercana.
So I said, Rob, I want to go on
Y
this hiking
él-
trip. Do you want to
a
go? And he
él
almost
le
jumped through the phone. He was like, yeah, I'll be there when you want to
hacer el
go.
senderismo.
And so we met for lunch one day and we started to
Y
plan out our trip. We picked this spot where we would
entonces
start
fuimos
right
de
at the
almuerzo
Pennsylvania,
y
Maryland border. We'd
empezamos
park at this
a
little state park there.
planear
We'd hike north into
nuestro
Pennsylvania for
viaje.
6 days. And
Íbamos
so we
a
start to plan it
hacer
out. We start to
senderismo
make our
por 6
packing list.
días
And we start to,
en las
pick dates and
montañas
do all
de
those things. We get all the
Pennsylvania y todo.
details together. And so
Y
leading up to this trip,
tuvimos
I started
todos
to
los
do my shopping because you have to have some special
y
things to go on a
yo
hiking trip. For example,
necesitaba
you
ir
don't
de
just want to pack a
compras.
sleeping bag. You got to
No
pack a really, really light
necesitas
sleeping
tener
bag.
solamente
It's got to keep you super
un-
warm, but it
una
can't weigh a lot and
bolsa
it can't
para
take up a bunch of
dormir.
space because you got to fit a
Necesitas
week's worth of stuff in a
uno
bag like
muy
this.
ligero
And I had to go
que
buy
puedes
special food because we
poner
weren't sleeping in
una
hotels.
bolsa
We were
así.
sleeping in shelters and
Entonces
tents, and so you have to have food you can cook over a
comida
campfire.
que-
And I had to have some special
que
clothes that kind of wick the
pudiéramos-
sweat away from your body and all that gross
pudiéramos
stuff because you're out on the
cocinar
trail and it's
en-
85 degrees in the middle of the day when you're hiking. And
sobre
I had to
fuego,
go buy some
¿verdad?
shoes. So I go out and I shop and I buy all this stuff and I start building up this pile in my dining room of all these things I need to take on this trip. And the night
todo estaba en mi
before,
casa.
we're supposed to leave to
Entonces,
go on this hike. I
traté
get my bag out and
de
I set
poner
it there
todo
and I
en mi
start to take
bolsa
all my
la noche
stuff and I start
antes
to
de
stuff it in the
salir.
bag and
Y
I think,
estaba
I'm doing pretty good. I've even got a little bit of room in the
poniendo
top. I had
todo
like this
y,
thing that
tengo
goes in the top couch that
espacio
holds some
todavía
water.
y había
And I thought
agua
I'm doing
aquí
all
en
right. I
esta
weighed my
parte de
bag and it weighed
arriba
35 pounds. And I
y
thought that's not not too bad.
Lo medí
Except if you're somebody that hikes long distances, you know 35 pounds is really heavy for a long distance hike, especially through the hills. But I didn't know that. I'd never done this before, so I thought, man, 35 pounds for a whole week?
En
That's
una
less than they let you
semana
take on an airplane. Like,
es
that's
menos
pretty
que
good.
en el
So I show up
aeropuerto.
at Rob's
Es muy
house the
bien,
next
estaba
morning. It's
muy
like,
orgulloso
I
de
don't
mí
know,
mismo.
3:30 in the morning, we hit
Entonces
the road to drive.
empezamos a las 3
And he said, hey, did you get everything in your bag? And I said, yeah,
y él me
I got it
preguntó,
in there. I
Rob
think
me
I did pretty
preguntó,
good. It weighs
tengo
35 pounds.
todo
And he
en
looked at me and his eyes
mi
went.
¿Tienes todo en tu bolsa?
He said,
Y
how
cuando
much?
yo le
I said,
dije
35 pounds, that's
35
pretty good, right?
libras,
And he said,
él
yeah,
dijo,
that's pretty good.
no.
And I said, what's your bag weigh? And he goes,
¿Cuánto?
18 pounds.
Y la bolsa
And he
de
knows what he's
Rob
doing. So we get out on the trail, right? We
18
drive. It's about
libras.
4.5, 5 hours to get to the park where we
Estábamos
started our hike.
manejando
And
como
we
5
drive down there, we
horas
get on
al
the trail. It took me
parque.
about a mile and a half to
y
realize what a
solo
difference
caminé
those few extra pounds
milla
make.
y
It was
medio
about a mile and a half in that my
para
knees
darme
started to
cuenta de
hurt, my
que
back was hurting,
no
and,
podía
I was
llevar
tired and I wanted to take a break, and he was hundreds of
35
yards ahead of me,
millas,
just like bouncing down the trail, having a
35
great time, 'cause he's
libras
pretty hyper too.
en el bolso.
So he was like, he was good, and I
Y
wasn't. And it even got
Rob
dangerous, and this is why I
estaba
tell you the story.
bien,
It even
pero
got
yo
dangerous
no.
for me because
Y entonces
if you're not
empezó a
familiar,
ser
like,
peligroso.
southeastern Pennsylvania is pretty rocky.
En
There's a lot of
Pennsylvania hay
hills and a
muchas
lot of rocks, and so I had this
rocas,
pack on my
colinas y
back,
todo.
and it's got a
Y
lot of weight in
tenía
it. And at
esta
one point,
bolsa,
I'm on the
este
trail.
bolso,
Probably
y-
shouldn't have done that.
y
I'm on the
estaba
trail,
en el
and I
camino
have to step across
y
this gap in some rocks.
tengo
And as I
que
do, it's
cruzar,
like a 15-foot, 20-foot drop down if you miss your step. As I stepped
no sé, una
across, the weight
barranca
on
o
my
algo
back
así.
shifted. And
El
it twisted
peso
my whole
en mi
body sideways, and my
espalda
back foot
me
slipped off the
cambió
rock, and I caught
y-
myself. I was okay, but I got a
y
huge cut on my
deslicé,
leg and scraped my arm all
y
up, and
no
so the
me
rest of the
caí,
week I had like
gracias
this
a
nasty
Dios, pero
infected cut on my leg.
tenía
And here's why I tell you
una
this stuff. I tell you this
infección
because
en
when you're on a
una
journey,
herida en mi pierna
every ounce
por
of
el
weight in your
resto
bag matters.
del
When you're on a
viaje.
long trip,
Esta es la
every ounce
lección
of weight in your
importante.
bag
En
can
un
make a
viaje largo,
difference.
cada onza de
Today we're
peso
wrapping
en
up
tu
a series
bolso
called
es
The Elephant in the Family
importante.
Room. For the last 4 weeks, we've taken
el-
some,
Estamos
we've kind of
echando,
called out some things that can
estamos
cause
en
tension
nuestra
in
cuarta
relationships.
semana de una serie
And we said
llamada El
Jesus
elefante
wants
en la
us to have
sala
relationships
familiar.
that are happy, and
Estamos
He wants us
echando
to have
otro
relationships that
vistazo
are
al
healthy, but
pasaje
most
clásico
importantly, He
del
wants
Nuevo
us to have
Testamento
relationships
sobre
that
las
are holy. He wants us to have
relaciones,
relationships that point us to Him,
saludables,
and that point other people to Him, and that make
relaciones
us a little bit more
santas,
Christ-like. And today
¿verdad?
we're going to talk about
Relaciones que
how
nos
to handle
hacen más
excess
como
baggage
Jesucristo.
in your relationships. We're going to look at a
Vamos
passage, if you have a
a
Bible, turn to
leer
Ephesians chapter
Efesios
5. This is,
5,
or, sorry,
es el
Ephesians
mismo
4.
pasaje
It's the
de
same
hace 2
passage of scripture
semanas,
that we
pero
looked
es
at
una
a couple of weeks ago, but we're going to take a little different application point from it today.
diferente.
So Ephesians chapter 4. And we're going to talk about this, and this is important because when you're on a long trip, overpacking might be a problem. You might get fined at the airport, or you might have to deal with finding some space in your car to pack some souvenirs or things like that. But
y
can
puede
also
que
be a
no
dangerous
sea
thing.
gran cosa, pero en
And when
un
you're on a long
viaje de
journey in your
vida
life, and that's
puede
exactly what
ser
life
el
is, when you're on a
mayor
long
problema.
journey, a little excess baggage can be even a dangerous thing. And it can be a problem. And so what we want to talk about today is how to handle
Entonces,
excess
vamos
baggage
a
in
hablar
relationships
de
so that it doesn't
bagaje
become a problem
innecesario.
for you. Because Jesus does not want it to become a problem for you. And it's
demasiado
important that we talk about
bagaje,
this because
¿verdad?
we all have a little bit of baggage. We've all
Todos tenemos
been hurt.
bagaje en la
We've
vida,
all
todos
been
hemos
betrayed at some point.
sufrido
We've all felt neglected, or we've all felt used, or we've experienced something
cosas
that
malas
has
en la
caused us to
vida,
have
como
some baggage in our lives. And it's always a temptation to overpack. It's always a temptation to say, I don't need to deal with that
daños
stuff. I'll just kind of
emocionales.
pack it all down in
Y
there,
a
and I'll leave that
veces
problem to
queremos
be dealt with later.
empacar
Right?
este
It's tempting to do
bagaje
that. But we
y
can't live that
dejarlo
way.
en el
So let's
closet
define
por
baggage.
otro
Let's start
día.
here. Baggage is
Bagaje
unresolved or partially
es las
resolved
cosas del
stuff from
pasado
your
no
past. And it's stuff that
resueltas
tends to come
o
up in your present.
parcialmente
And it's
resueltas.
stuff that's going to continue
Cosas
to
que
show up in the
siguen
future.
apareciendo
It's
en el
things that you
presente
experience, it's
y
problems
sigue
that you've had, it's relationships that
en
didn't
el
end in a healthy
futuro.
way. It's
El bagaje
things from your
innecesario
past that you
le da
never,
poder al
you never
pasado
had any
para
closure.
desviarnos de
Or you
nuestro
never processed
destino
through them, or
y
you never dealt
definir
with the emotions
nuestro
of those
futuro.
things, and so they just continue to come
Son
up in your
cosas
life
malas
and
que
cause problems
siempre
and wreak havoc
reaparecen,
at every turn.
causar
That is
problemas
baggage, and
líos
it's
en
important
la
to
vida.
understand
Es muy
that excess
importante
baggage, this unresolved stuff, it's a
entender
problem because
que
here's what it does. It empowers your past to detour you from your destination,
el
to
bagaje,
define your
exceso
future.
del bagaje
If you don't deal
innecesario
with this stuff,
le
as
da
it continues
poder
to come up in your
apostado
life, it
para
will
desviarnos de
cause you
nuestro
to
destino
change your
y
destination.
definir
It will mess with
nuestro
relationships,
futuro.
and it'll
Va a
mess with your
cambiar
life to
las
the point where it
relaciones,
begins to
para
cripple you.
cambiar la
And it
vida
begins to cause
hasta
you to not be
que
able to travel the
no
road you want to
puedas
travel because you can't handle the
viajar
weight of the
en la
stuff that you're
manera
carrying. And so
porque
then it
no
starts to define
puedas-
your future.
no
That's
puedes
why excess baggage is
llevar
such an important thing for us to
el
talk
bagaje
about.
que
It's such an important
tienes
thing for us
como
to
tu
learn
cargo, no
to deal with,
puedes
because we don't want it to
llevar tu
define
cargo
the
que
future. So let me just
tienes.
ask you, are you
Y no
carrying
queremos
any
que
unnecessary baggage?
el bagaje
You should take a look.
innecesario
You should
nos
take a look again
define
because
nuestro futuro.
we've all been hurt
¿verdad?
and we've all been betrayed. We've all
¿Llevas
been
bagaje
neglected. We all have
innecesario?
a little bit of baggage. In fact,
Siempre,
maybe
sí,
maybe
es
it was
verdad.
something like this. Okay, I
Siempre
have
tenemos
I have a
bagaje.
bag here. I'm gonna show you.
Tengo
what I
una
mean, all right?
maleta aquí
This
y
is
voy a
a
demostrar
carry-on
algo.
bag.
Este es
I don't know what
un
your baggage is.
bagaje.
Maybe it's something
Yo no
like
sé
this.
cómo
Maybe
es tu bagaje.
maybe you had to parent
Es
a parent.
un,
Maybe you had a
quizás
parent that, for whatever reason,
este
despite what
ladrillo
might have been their
representa
best
que
efforts, or
tú
maybe
tenías
not,
que
they
ser
just couldn't figure out how
mamá
to
o
be a parent
papá
for you. And so you
a
actually had
tus
to, even from a
padres.
young age, you had to become the parent. You had to deal
Cuando
with the
eras
wreck that was their
niño,
life,
tú
and that
tenías
just messed with
que
your life. Okay, so
lidiar
you're
con
still carrying around the
suicidios en la
weight of
vida.
that. So maybe you had to
Entonces
parent a
tienes el
parent.
peso
Maybe
de
it was
eso en
this.
tu equipaje.
Maybe you had a relationship
O este
that was
ladrillo
abusive or
representa
neglectful or just
una
didn't end well. Maybe
relación
somebody just did not treat you well at all. And so
abusiva
now,
de
even years
que
later,
la persona
it's hard for you to have a
te
healthy relationship
neglectó.
because you're still dealing with the fallout of that
Y
unhealthy one from years and years and
todavía
years
o
ago. And so
ahora
maybe
no
that
puedes
is your
tener
excess
una
baggage.
relación saludable
Maybe you've got a
porque
substance
todavía
abuse
no
thing. Maybe
has
somebody that you've been in a
lidiado
relationship with or you've
con-
been friends with had a substance
con
abuse
este
issue. And
bagaje,
so
¿verdad? O quizás
some baggage
tiene
there.
que ver con una
Because that stuff
relación
just
de,
messes
con
with
una
you.
persona
And it
en
rewires
adicción.
you.
Porque
And it changes the way that
estas
you view
cosas te
relationships. So
cambian.
maybe it's that. Okay, we'll
puede
throw that
ser
one in the
el
bag.
bagaje.
Maybe your excess baggage is your
Quizás
best
tu
friend, the person
bagaje
that you
innecesario
grew
es
up
que
with, the person that
tu
you were so
mejor
close to. You never thought they'd
amigo
betray you. Maybe that's exactly what they
te
did.
traicionó.
Maybe they turned their back on you, or maybe they stabbed you in the back, or they did something so
Traicionó.
cruel or so unfair that you couldn't even
Traicionó,
believe
lo siento.
they would do that. Now
ahora
you
no
you
puedes
can't have healthy
creer
friendships
que tu
because you've
amigo
put some walls
lo
up and you
hizo,
just don't
que lo
trust
hizo
anybody to
así,
come inside
pero
those walls and
ahora
just keep everybody at arm's
llevas
length. And
o
so maybe
construyes paredes para
maybe that's your baggage.
guardarte y
Maybe it was something that
no
happened at
dejas
work.
que
Maybe it was,
otras
you know,
personas
you got passed up for a
entren,
promotion that
¿verdad?
should have been yours because
Quizás
somebody
tu
leapfrogged you and they
bagaje
did
es
something
algo
unfair. And so
de
now
en el
you're at the bottom
trabajo
looking up and you're thinking that should be
que
me.
tú
And
no
so that's
recibiste
caused
la
you, maybe
la
even with your
promoción que
coworkers or with your
querías.
boss to
Y
have
tienes
some
un problema
trust
con
issues.
el
Or maybe you
jefe,
even
no puedes
left the job because the
confiar
betrayal or
en
the
él o
hurt
en
or
ella.
the problems were so harmful or so deep
Y
that you said, I don't want
quizás
to be there
tú
anymore. And so you have a whole
te
career shift and now you're starting
de
over
un
in your life.
trabajo que
And maybe that's your
tenías que
baggage.
salir
Okay, so we'll
porque
throw
de
that one in there. Or
problemas.
maybe it's this. Maybe you
Quizás
just
tu
financially, your
bagaje
life has been a
es las
mess.
finanzas.
Or somebody that
y
you've been in
nunca
a relationship
has
with, their life's
tenido
been a mess. And we all know that
buen
financial
control
stress
de
is some of
las
the worst
finanzas.
stress. And so maybe that's
El
caused you to have
estrés
some extra
del
stress in your life. Maybe
dinero
it's
es
finances that are your
casi
baggage.
lo
Okay, I don't
peor
know what it
estrés
is,
que
but
hay.
here's what I'm getting
No
at, all right? We
sé
could keep
cómo
going
es tu
and
bagaje.
we could call it a lot of
Podemos
things, but
poner
we've
muchas
all got a
cosas
little
en
excess
esta
baggage. We've all
maleta.
got some weight of some
Hay
things in our
bagaje
past.
excesivo,
And
hay
we've all
bagaje
experienced those hard
innecesario,
things. And here's the thing, when you go
porque
through stuff like
todos
that,
hemos
you can't leave it
experimentado
behind.
estas cosas difíciles.
Because
No
it's
puedes
almost always stuff that's like
dejarlo
formative, it's integral, it's a
porque
huge part of
son
your life and
cosas
of your journey.
formativas o
It
cosas
will lead you from where you were to
integrales
where you are,
que,
for better or for
que
worse.
te creó
And so it's
como
not stuff that
eres
you can just-
ahora. No
You can
puedes
just leave behind you.
dejarlo.
Well, the reason that you need to unpack it,
La razón que
You need to deal
necesitas
with it.
desempacar
the reason it's
esta
best for you,
maleta,
let me tell you how I know it's what's best for you, because the first
voy a
thing is,
decirle,
you may think, why do I even need to deal with that
necesitas
stuff? I don't think it's
desempacarlo
messing with
y
my life that
dejarlo
much.
atrás.
Here's why you need to
Entonces,
unpack it. Here's
puede
why
ser
you know it's best to
difícil
deal with it. You
imaginar
know it's
abrir
best
tu bagaje
to
y
unpack your baggage and deal
hurgar
with it,
en las
because
partes
that's exactly what
desordenadas
you
de
want
tu
other people to
pasado.
do when their excess baggage starts to complicate your life.
Lo que
Isn't it?
yo sé que necesitamos hacerlo,
And so if it's
porque
best for somebody else, to unpack
Cuando
and deal with
tienes
the
un
excess
amigo
baggage
con
in their
bagaje,
life, well, then it's got to be good for you too.
bagaje innecesario
So we need to do that.
que
It might be
afecta
hard to
tu
imagine.
vida,
It might be
entonces tú necesitas
scary
hacerlo para los
to
otros
imagine opening
que
that up
te
and starting to sift
rodean.
through all that stuff and figure out how to deal
Nadie
with it. But
quiere
if you don't,
lidiar con estas
and
cosas.
if I don't,
Pero si
if
tú
we
no lo
don't,
haces, si yo no
then
lo
to use the
hago,
words of
si
Amanda
no
Palmer,
los
she said, if you don't deal
hacemos,
with your
voy a
demons,
usar
they
las
go into the
palabras de
cellar of
Amanda
your soul
Palmer.
and they
Si no
lift
lidias
weights.
con tus
They just get
demonios,
bigger
entran en el
and bigger
sótano
and
de tu
stronger
alma
and
y
stronger.
levantan
Let me stop right here.
pesas. ¿Verdad?
I need a
Pueden-
volunteer. I need somebody. Do we have anybody
pueden
that's?
ser-
Let's see. Let me get somebody that's
pueden
pretty strong.
convertirse en más
Who we
grande
got?
y...
Okay,
Ok,
first Anna, sorry, here.
necesito
Come on
un
up here.
voluntario, por favor. Alguien bastante,
Let's give him a hand. There's a
bastante
step right over here if you need it.
fuerte.
If you want to just hop up here.
Un aplauso, por
I have a
favor.
pretty easy job for
Hay
you this
una
morning. First of
escalera
all,
allá.
we all just
Tengo
saw
un
you a few weeks ago
trabajo.
and they're getting baptized. But tell everybody your name and you'll have to speak
Tengo
up because I didn't get
trabajo.
a microphone for you.
This is
Para
Dave,
ti. Okay.
Se
Morning,
llama
Dave.
Dave
Thanks for helping
McCoy.
me out.
Buenos
this is
días,
what I need you to
Dave.
do,
Él
okay?
se bautizó
Just
hace unas
hold that for
semanas.
me.
Agarra esta
Okay, can you
maleta.
just maybe step right back here? Just
Puedes-
hold on to that. Okay, I'll get back to you in a little bit.
Voy a hablar contigo más
I'll be
tarde.
back. Okay.
Voy a volver.
So these demons, they go into the cellar of your soul and they just
Los
start lifting weights. They
demonios
just get bigger
entran
and
en el
bigger
sótano
and
de tu
stronger
alma
and
y
stronger.
levantan
If you don't
pesas
deal with them, they just
y
Amanda
se
Palmer says they go in there
convierten
and they work out, and
en
eventually most people lose
más
sight of the source of
fuertes,
their
más
pain. It's so far
fuertes.
in the past that you
El
just
evento
forget
se atrasa
what's
más
behind
y
you, and
más a
if you
medida
forget
que
where that pain
avanzas,
came from.
pero las consecuencias se
Eventually
vuelven más
begins
y
to
más
fade,
grandes
but
a
the
medida
effects
que
of it
pasa el
do not.
tiempo.
They get worse and worse
Los
and worse over time.
efectos
And that might have been
son
what Paul had in mind
peores.
when he wrote these words in Ephesians
Cuando
chapter 4. If you have that open,
Pablo
Ephesians 4 verse
estaba
26, we'll put it on
escribiendo
the
en
screen too. Paul
Efesios
says, look, sometimes you're going to get angry,
4:26,
you're going to get
él
frustrated. You doing
dijo,
okay?
si se enojan, ¿cómo estás?
You'd like to unpack it. Okay, well, hold on
¿Quieres
to it.
quieres
I'll be back.
desempacarte? Um,
Paul says, look, you're going to get angry, you're
agárralo
going to
un
get frustrated,
momento
it's going to
y voy a
happen.
volver. Si se
But here's what he
enojan,
says,
no
Ephesians 4:26, he says,
pequen. En
"In your
Efesios
anger,
4:26,
do not sin.
si se
Don't let the sun
enojan,
go down
no
while you're still
pequen.
angry, and
No
don't give the devil
permitan que el
a
enojo
foothold." He
les
says two
dure
things. He says,
hasta
be
la
angry,
puesta del sol.
but don't sin. You doing okay?
Y
It's got a lot of weight. Okay, let's give him a
no
hand. You can go grab a seat. Thank you. You lasted longer than I thought you would. You need
ni
a drink?
den
You okay?
cabida al
Okay.
diablo. Ok,
Paul
vamos
says,
a
be angry, but
aplaudir
don't
aquí
sin.
porque él
Be angry,
quiere.
but don't sin. You got to figure out how to
quiere
separate
ponerlo.
yourself in a healthy way
Si
from
se
what
enojan,
caused
no
your bitterness
pequen.
and your anger and your rage or your malice or whatever those things
Él
are. He says, be
dice,
angry, but
ponte
don't
enojado,
sin.
pero
And
no
then he says,
peques.
don't let the
Averigua
sun go
cómo
down while you're still
separarte
angry and don't
de
give the
manera
devil space.
saludable de
And to
lo que te
contextualize that
enojó
for
y
our
del
conversation today, we might
comportamiento
say,
que te
don't give the
complica la
devil
vida.
space
No permitan
in
que
your
el enojo
luggage.
les dure hasta la
Don't
puesta
give the
del
devil
sol.
space
Ni
in your
den
bags.
cabida al
Because he's
diablo.
going to fill it
O
with all
para
kinds of heavy stuff. Paul
contextualizar
says, don't
esto
give
para
bitterness,
nuestra
don't
conversación
give
de hoy,
rage, and don't
no
give
le
anger,
des
and
espacio
don't give
al
malice
viaje
a
en
place
tu bagaje,
in
en tu
your
equipaje,
heart.
¿verdad?
So
En
let
tu
me ask you, are you
maleta.
carrying
¿Llevas
any unnecessary
bagaje
baggage?
innecesario?
If you're not
Si
sure,
no estás
ask the
seguro,
people
pregunta a
closest
las
to you. They
personas
know.
más cercanas a ti
And they'll
que
tell you.
te
They know
rodean.
because they have
Lo
to help you
saben
carry it.
porque
Like my
tienen
friend
que
Dave was just
ayudarte a
helping me carry
llevarlo.
my bag up here. They know because they have to
Como
help
mi
you
amigo
hold on to that
Rob
stuff.
que
Sometimes
me
they have to duck your
ayudó
anger.
a
Or sometimes they have to
llevar
navigate
mi
your mood
cargo.
swings. They
Tus
have to deal
amigos
with your
saben
changing
porque
Sometimes they
tienen
can't bring
que
up certain topics in conversation with
agachar
you because they know it's going to
tus
trigger you and it's going to take you to a really angry
emociones
place
o
or a really dark place. And so there's some things
a
they,
veces
it's
no
not even like a
hablan de
bad thing,
unas
but they just can't even bring
cosas,
it up because they know
no
where it's going to
hablan
go.
de
Maybe it's like a
ciertos
substance abuse thing
tópicos
and they've had
o
to try to avoid it or
quizás
navigate it for years and years and years. Whatever
tú
it is,
tienes
the people
un
closest to you,
problema
they know
de
what you're going
abuso
through.
de
And
su-
because they're willing to avoid certain
de
topics or
drogas
to
o
ignore
alcohol
certain
o
things
algo,
or
tus
overlook
amigos
things or whatever,
saben no
might make
hablar
you think
de
you're doing
eso
okay.
y tú puedes
It might fool
pensar,
you into
oh,
thinking you're
estoy
all right,
bien, me
it's not true.
engaño.
It's not true.
Es un
It's
engaño
because
en
they have to help
realidad,
carry your
¿verdad?
baggage and they're
Es
tired of
porque
holding that weight.
ellos están
What's most
cargándote
often
los
damaging to our
bultos.
relationships,
y-
especially in marriage, is this. So lean in, because this is where we this is
Okay,
where we hurt
esta
each
es
other.
la cosa
It's when we
más,
expect
es
one
la cosa
person,
peor
my friend Dave,
en un
to
matrimonio.
hold all the weight of our
Cuando
bags alone.
esperamos que
And so
una
we put it on
persona cargue
day after day,
todo el
week
peso proceso de una relación
and we just
día
expect them
por
to be
día,
able to hold
semana
that
por
stuff, but we
semana,
can't do it for
año
long.
por año, y la otra
Can't do it for
persona
long.
lleva este
So what do
peso,
you do with
no
this? The
puede
people who
hacerlo
love you the
por
most, the
mucho
people who are
tiempo.
close to you in your life, they want you to unpack it and deal with it.
Las personas en tu
Or
vida
as the Apostle
quieren
Paul would say, because
que
he's pretty direct about this. So as he would say
que
here,
tú
continuing on in Ephesians chapter
desempaques
4, verse 31, he
el
says, just get rid of it.
bagaje.
Just get it out of your life.
En
He says, get
Pablo
rid of all
dice en
bitterness and
Efesios
rage and anger, along with
4:31,
every form of
abandonen
malice.
toda
And then he tells us
amargura,
how it's
ira
so
y enojo,
simple
gritos y
that it
calumnias
might seem
y
too good
toda
to be true.
forma
But
de
here's what he says in
malicia.
Ephesians 4:32. He
En
just says,
4:32
forgiving
dice,
each
más
other.
bien sean bondadosos
And this
y
is how you get rid of
compasivos
bitterness
unos
and
con
rage
otros
and
y
anger and malice and all those
perdónense
kind of things. This is
mutuamente,
what you do right
así
here. He
como
says you
Dios
just
los
you find the
perdonó a
source of it, you
ustedes en
identify it,
Cristo.
and then you
No
just
perdonamos porque
forgive.
las personas
And
merecen
you
ser
might say,
perdonadas,
Jimmy, you
puede
don't
que
know my
no.
story.
Pero nosotros
You don't know what they
tampoco
did to me.
perdonamos
You don't know how they
porque
hurt me.
hemos sido perdonadas.
You don't know what
Perdonados.
my dad did to me.
Las personas
You
perdonadas
don't know what
perdonan.
that my friend did to
Pero
me. You
tú
don't
puedes
know what
decirme, Jimmy, no
my husband,
sabes
my wife did to
mi,
me.
no-
You
tú
don't
no
know. You know what? I
sabes
don't.
mi historia, no
I
sabes
may not know
lo
the
que
specifics of
mi
your story.
papá
I may
me
not know
hizo
the
a
ins and
mí.
outs, and I wouldn't
No
even say this
haces lo que
except
mi esposa me ha
for
hecho
what
a
Paul
mí,
says next.
pero Pablo
Forgiving each
dice,
other just
más
as
bien
in
sean
Christ
bondadosos
God
y
forgave
compasivos unos con otros y perdónense mutuamente, así como Dios los
We don't
perdonó
forgive
a
because people deserve
ustedes
to be
en
forgiven.
Cristo.
They may not. We forgive because God
Perdonamos
forgave
porque
us,
hemos
and
sido
forgiven people
perdonados.
forgive.
Las personas
We
perdonadas
cancel people's
perdonan.
debts because
Cancelamos las
through Christ,
deudas
God
deudas
canceled
de
our
otras
debts.
personas como a
See, there's a
través de
trick to this.
Cristo.
When
Dios
somebody's hurt
canceló
you,
nuestra
and you're in a
deuda.
relationship with that person,
Cuando
when you're
estás
hurt, it
herido,
creates a debt-debtor
y cuando
relationship.
estoy
You step
herida,
back from a situation and you say,
se
they
crea
owe
una
me.
relación
They owe me a childhood.
deuda, deudor.
Or they owe me my first marriage
Me
back.
deben
me a
mi
chance to put
niñez,
my kids
me
in bed at
deben
night.
mi primer
They owe me an
matrimonio,
education.
me
They owe
deben
me
el
another
chance
shot at my
de
career. They owe me, they owe me,
poner
they
mis
owe me,
niños
they owe
en
me.
la calma. Me deben, me deben, me
What
deben, me
happens is
deben.
their debt
Tu
becomes your
deuda se
baggage.
convierte, su deuda se convierte en
Their
tu
debt
bagaje.
becomes your
Su deuda se
We lug it around
convierte
waiting
en
to be
tu
paid back. All the
bagaje.
while our demons are
El
in the
problema
basement
es
working
que
out.
las personas
Getting
de
bigger,
nuestro
bigger, and
pasado
stronger,
no
and
pueden
stronger. And you wanna know the
devolvernos
thing?
el dinero.
The thing is, we'll carry this
Estamos
baggage around for years, waiting for people
llevando
to pay us
el
back, saying they owe me,
bulto
they owe me, they owe me,
y
waiting for
me
people to
deben,
pay
me
us back.
deben,
And the
me
problem
deben.
is, the people from our
Y
past can't pay us back.
el
Half the
problema es
time
que
they
las
don't know they
personas
owe
de
you
nuestro
anything, and the other
pasado
half of the time,
no
I mean,
pueden
it may be somebody
devolvernos
that's
el
been dead
dinero.
and
La
gone for
mitad de
years,
las veces ni
and you want them to pay you
siquiera
back for something they
saber que
literally
nos
can't pay
deben
you
algo.
back for. And
Tal
the
vez
other
la persona
reason
que te
that it
debe
doesn't work,
esté
the other reason
muerta
they
o
can't pay us back is
desaparecida.
that we
La
all
otra
come equipped with
razón por
rearview
la que
mirrors
no
and
nos
no reverse.
pueden devolver el dinero
They can't
es
give
que
you your childhood
todos
back. They can't
venimos
give you your
equipados
first marriage
con
back, or your
espejos
career, or your
retrovisores,
education, because
pero
you can't
sin
go back in time and fix
reversa.
it. So what's
No
done is
podemos
done.
volver
You
a
can equip with
nuestra
rearview mirrors, but
infancia
no
o
reverse. And so Paul says
al
this in
primer
Ephesians
matrimonio,
4:31.
a una
He says, get rid
carrera
of bitterness, rage, and
del
anger,
pasado.
along with every
No
form of
puedes
malice. And so
volver
to paraphrase
atrás en el
that, Paul
tiempo.
says, hey,
Lo
those people who owe
hecho,
you,
hecho está.
close
Pablo
those
dice
accounts.
otra vez, abandonen toda
Close those
amargura,
accounts.
ira
Tell your
y
demons,
enojo,
I'm closing
gritos
the
y
gym.
calumnias y toda
they'll
forma de
complain.
malicia. Déjame
They'll complain.
parafrasear,
But over time,
cierra
their voices will
esas
become
cuentas.
weaker and weaker
Dile
and weaker.
a los demonios en el sótano
And it's
que
not fair to
estás
forgive.
cerrando el gimnasio.
Because that person,
El,
they probably
el
do owe you something.
objetivo es el perdón, no
It's not
la
about fairness.
reconciliación.
It's about your freedom.
No
It's
tiene
about
que
your freedom.
ver
So
con
cancel those
ser
debts. Unpack all
justo,
that
tiene que
stuff.
ver
Close
con
those
tu
accounts.
libertad.
Choose to forgive.
Cierra
And this
esas
is what forgiveness
cuentas.
is. Forgiveness is where you choose
Haz
to
la
say, you know what, the
selección
stuff
de
that you owe me
perdón.
for, the things that you did to me,
La,
I've just
el
decided
perdón es
you don't owe me
que
anymore.
cuando tú dices,
I've just
no me
decided
debes,
you don't owe me
ya,
anymore. And it's
he
important for us to
decidido
say
que
this,
ya no
okay?
me debes, que
There's a
ellos
difference
ya
between
no me deben.
reconciliation and forgiveness.
El objeto es
See,
el perdón,
reconciliation
no la
requires two people. It requires
reconciliación.
the person
La
who hurt you,
reconciliación
and it requires you, and you
requiere
both have to
dos
have, like this,
personas.
you both have to want to
Las dos
reconcile.
personas
You both have
quieren
to have the common goal of
reconciliar,
reconciliation, so it requires
deben
two
tener
people, but
una meta en
forgiveness does
común,
not.
pero el
And I
perdón
know how hard
no.
this is, but hear me
Yo
out.
sé que es muy difícil,
The goal here is not
Pero la
reconciliation.
meta no es la
The
reconciliación.
goal is
La
forgiveness.
meta es el perdón.
And don't confuse the two.
Y no se
Because you
confunden
may never find
las dos.
reconciliation to
No
be a
te
reality in your
confundas
life,
las
but
dos, por favor.
you can forgive
Es posible que
just as
nunca
Christ forgave you.
encuentres la reconciliación,
Now,
pero
there's two
tú
critical
puedes
things you need to
perdonar
do that.
como Cristo te ha
I need some more
perdonado.
volunteers. Let me
Hay
get
dos cosas críticas
you
que
six
se
right here.
necesita, que
Can
yo
you help me
necesito
out?
en
You
realidad.
don't even have to come up
Necesito
on stage.
más
Just you four ladies and
voluntarios.
you two just come
4
right on
personas
up here.
aquí,
Can you help me?
¿verdad?
Just
Pueden
for a second.
ayudarme
I won't
un
make you
segundo.
hold
No
80
tienes
pounds
que
of rocks,
llevar
okay?
80
I promise, I
libras
wouldn't do
de
that to you.
rocas o de ladrillos.
Dave's like, yes, you would.
Dave dice,
Okay, here's what I'm gonna have
sí,
you do.
es- no,
Just
es
come on up
verdad.
here. Come on up here. I'm just gonna hand you that, okay? I'm just gonna hand
cada
you that.
persona recibe
this.
un ladrillo,
Just hold that one, okay? Just that.
lleva uno.
Turn around so everybody can see you. Turn around. You're doing a great job. Look at that.
Okay.
Listen, you
Buen
need some people
trabajo,
in your
buen
life.
trabajo. Necesitan personas
why.
en tu vida.
It took Dave
que
about 4
pueden-
minutes to set that bag down and go take his
Dave
seat.
solo
I'll bet they could last a lot
quedó
longer.
4 minutos
Because when you have a circle of people
antes
in
de
your life who
sentarse.
can share your
Cuando
burdens
tienes un
and who can bear that
círculo
weight with you, it's still
para
heavy. You're going to
cargar,
see their arms start to shake here in a minute. It's still
cargar.
heavy. I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying it's painless, but
Todavía está
it's
pesado
manageable because there's
y
strength in
no es
community.
divertido,
And you
pero
need people in
se
your life to
puede
help you bear your
hacer y
burdens.
tú
Thank you, guys. You can set those on the
necesitas,
stage and you can have a
necesitamos
seat.
un círculo de
Let's give them a
amigos que
hand.
nos ayude a
I
llevar
won't make you
nuestras
stand there as long as I
cargas.
made Dave stand there. I should take him to lunch or something.
Voy a pagar por el almuerzo de
Paul
Dave
said in
después
Galatians
de todo
6:2,
esto. En
He said, "Carry
Gálatas
each other's
6:2,
burdens, and in this
Pablo
way you'll
nos
fulfill the
dijo,
law of Christ."
ayúdense unos a otros a llevar sus
Well, what's that
cargas
mean?
y así cumplirán la ley de Cristo.
When
¿Qué
Jesus,
significa?
when they asked him what's the most important
Cuando
commandment, he said it's this. He
Ellos le
said,
preguntó
love
a
God with everything
Jesús,
you have.
perdón,
And then the second thing is just like that. He said, just
¿cuál
love your
es el
neighbor as you love
mandamiento
yourself.
más importante? Él dijo,
And so,
ama a Dios con
the
todo
way
el
that I can do
corazón
that
y
for you is
ama a
I can
los
help to bear your
otros
burden.
como
And you can help to
como
bear
a
my
ti
burden.
mismo.
Here's the really cool thing is if I'm going to do
y
that,
podemos hacerlo
then I
por
have to set mine
ayudar ser
'Cause if
uno
my
al
hands are
otro
so full of my
con las
stuff,
cargas y
then I
lo
can't
que
carry
yo
yours.
tengo que hacer
But if I'm
es
going to do what I'm supposed to
poner
do, and I'm going to
es-
carry your burden, and you're going to carry my burden, then I
es
have to set mine
poner
down. And you know what
mi
that means?
bulto
If we get the right people around us, if we have the right kind of community,
en el piso, en el
Christ-centered
suelo, ¿verdad?
community in the church, that means we all
Y
get a lighter burden to bear because you're not doing it
entonces,
alone anymore.
Siempre vamos a tener
And so
una
Paul says in
carga más
Galatians, carry each other's
ligera
burdens and
para
fulfill the law of
llevar,
Christ, because
porque
when we do that for each other, when we help to bear
cuando Pablo
the
dice,
weight and the
ayúdense
excess
unos a
baggage
otros
that
a
other people
llevar sus
carry around,
cargas,
not
y así
only are we helping
cumplirán la
them,
ley
but it
de
makes our lives
Cristo.
easier too.
Y también
That's one of
tenemos
the many ways that God set
vidas
it up so that when we
mejores
bless
y
others,
más
we're blessed.
fáciles. Porque
And so he says,
cuando
carry each other's
damos
burdens and we'll
bendiciones a
fulfill the
otros,
law of Christ.
recibimos
So you
la
need people. And guys, this
bendición
is probably a
también.
perfect time to say we have a summer rooted
Y
session that starts in 2
vamos a
weeks.
tener una
If you're not in a
clase
small
de
group,
Rooted.
sign up.
Si no
Rooted
estás
is the way here at First
en-
Christian Church to get connected
en
to a
un
small
grupo
group and to get
pequeño
people around you in
de
your life who will do
seguidores
that
de
for you.
Jesús, puedes
So,
empezar con la clase Rooted para
Hook up,
encontrar tu grupo.
hub.firstchristian.com. Sign
Puedes
up
ir a
for Rooted. Do it today. Get a small
hub.firstchristian.com,
group. Get people in your life, 'cause you need
alístate
them if you're
para
gonna forgive.
Rooted
The other
hoy.
thing you need
Y
is
entonces necesitas gente
I'm not
y
trying to
necesitas
over-spiritualize this
oración
here,
en
but
tu
you need to
vida.
pray, and you need to pray for this.
Necesitas
Don't
orar.
pray that tomorrow you can wake up forgive. You
No,
just,
no
and forgive somebody. You
debes
just pray
orar que
for the
mañana
strength to work
puedes
toward
perdonar.
forgiving one day.
No, debes
it's a
orar
process.
que
And man, if you're beating
cada
yourself
día
up
puedes
like, I can't
perdonar un
just go home
poquito
and forgive
más.
somebody this afternoon. Look, if you
Si
can, do it.
alguien me
Again, it's about your
hirió,
freedom. But if you're saying it's
yo
going to be a while,
no
then every
puedo
day, you just
perdonar
pray for the strength to forgive. And they
instantáneamente.
don't have to be elaborate prayers. I
Y
love
no
this.
necesitas
Martin Luther
orar
said this,
algo
the fewer the words,
muy-
the better the prayer.
algo
I love
muy
that 'cause
elaborada
sometimes
las
we think, man, I
oraciones.
don't know all these flowery
Martin
words. I
Luther
don't know how to
dijo,
say these fancy prayers like some
pocas
people say.
palabras,
The fewer
mejor
the words, the better the prayer.
oración.
Just pray this. God, give me the strength to forgive just as you forgave me.
Puedes orar, Dios,
That's the whole thing, guys.
Deme la
God, give me the strength
fuerza
to forgive just as you forgave
a
me. And then you pray
perdonar
every day.
exacto
And you know
como
what? Over time,
tú
you'll
me
find
has
these words of
perdonado. Y
Jesus in
si
Matthew chapter
tú
21 to be true. And he
oras
said,
eso, vas
"Whatever
a
you ask in
encontrar
prayer,
que
you will
como en
receive
Mateo
if you have faith."
21, versículo 22, que dijo
So
Jesús,
listen, it's a
si
journey.
ustedes
It's a
creen,
long, hard
recibirán
journey
todo lo
toward
que pidan en
forgiveness.
oración.
And it's not
Este es un
easy to deal with
viaje,
excess
es un
baggage in your
proceso
life. This is heavy
largo,
stuff.
a menudo difícil.
And I know some of you are
Lidiar
carrying
con el
really, really
exceso de
heavy
bagaje
things.
que lleva contigo.
You've been carrying them for
Pero
a
en
really
un
long
viaje
time.
largo, cada onza de peso en tu bolso es
But on a long journey,
importante.
every ounce of weight in your bag matters. And so
Así que
maybe today's the day that you just have to start unpacking it.
hoy es el día que
Maybe you need somebody to
necesitas
help you
desempacar. Quizás necesites
Seth said
alguien
this a
para
few minutes ago.
ayudarte.
This is something
Seth
that Jesus
dijo hace unos
said. I love
minutos
these words.
que Jesús dijo,
Jesus said, "Hey, come and
Jesús
try
dijo,
my burden." In fact, the way he said it was this. He came from an agricultural society. This is a
Jesús
farming thing,
vino
okay, so bear
de
with me. But he said,
de
"Take
una
my
sociedad
yoke."
agrícola. Y él
When you
dijo,
fasten a couple oxen together and they
no
plow a
sé cómo
field.
se dice esa palabra.
If
lo
it's just
siento,
one
es muy
oxen pulling a plow,
específica.
it's really, really hard. Even if it's a couple oxen pulling a plow through
Es la
a field, trying
cosa
to plow it up, it's really, really
que
hard. And
ponemos en el
back in the
yugo.
day when that's how they used to plow their
El
fields, sometimes
granjero le
oxen would even
puso
work
el
themselves
yugo a
to
los
death
bueyes.
trying to plow a field
Ok,
because
esta
there's
es la
just one or
palabra,
two
¿verdad?
going.
Yugo. Y en la
But what
Biblia
Jesus says
dice,
is, "Hey, you've been
Jesús
trying to
dice,
do it your
pon
way for
mi
so long,
yugo
so do
en
this."
tus
He says, "Come and learn
hombros.
from me."
Ven
Because
para
your way of bearing
aprender
the
de
weight
mí.
and the baggage
Porque
and the
cuando tú
excess
llevas
stuff in your life is not
todo
working.
el bagaje
But I have a
innecesario,
better way.
excesivo,
So he
Jesús
says,
nos
"Come and
dice,
learn
yo
from me,
tengo
because my
una
yoke is
manera
easy and my
mejor.
burden is light." And
Mi
this is my favorite
yugo
part. He says, "You will
es
find rest
fácil
for your
y
soul."
ligero. Y
I don't know if
entonces
anybody
vas a
could use a little rest for
encontrar
their soul today.
descanso en el alma.
But I'm going to say this
¿Quieres
directly, all right? If
descanso
you're
en el
not following
alma
Jesus,
hoy? Pero también voy a decir,
you're
si
trying
no
to handle
sigues
your
a
baggage on your
Jesús
own,
y tú tratas de llevar las cargas
it's gonna break your
solo,
back.
vas a romperte
If you've got
la
stuff in your life
espalda,
you need to
la
unpack and you're
columna.
trying to do that and you're doing it on your own, you're
Si
trying to manage
tratas
it
de
and figure it out,
desempacar tu
doing it
maleta
without Jesus, good luck.
sin Jesús, buena suerte.
If you find a way, that I'm
Si
happy for you,
puedes
but I haven't
encontrar
found
una manera así,
one. I don't think you will.
bueno,
So
felicidades,
here's what you
pero
do. If
no he
you're willing to give
encontrado
this a
una
try,
manera
maybe you're not even
así.
sold on following Jesus, but if you're willing to give it a try, here's what
Si
you're going to do
quieres
today when we're done. Just come right here.
tratarlo, puedes
You just
venir
come and talk to me
aquí.
and you
Si
say,
quieres tratar de seguir
"Jimmy,
a
I wanna follow
Jesús,
Jesus."
o no sé
Then
si
you can
estés
start
listo o
today,
no,
and I'll
pero
tell you
tienes
how.
preguntas,
I'll help you do
yo
it.
puedo decirte
And it's not a
cómo y
decision
yo
that you make, it's a
puedo.
journey you start.
Y no es solamente una
But as you do,
decisión hacer
he'll
una
bear your
vez,
burdens with
es
you.
un viaje
People will bear
que
your burdens with you,
empiezas.
and he'll strengthen you.
Pero mientras
And if you do,
estás
you will find
viajando, hay otros
just
que
might get by
pueden
with a
hacerte, pueden ayudarte llevar las cargas.
We're going to go into a time of communion.
Vamos a
and this is
tener
where
la
we literally
comunión
just take a minute to
ahora.
pause and thank God for what he did for
Y
us on the
vamos a
cross by sending
hacer una
Jesus
pausa
to
para
die in our place.
agradecer a Dios lo que
Literally,
nos
to
hizo
free us
cuando
from the weight
le
of
mandó
our
a
sin and the
Jesús
baggage
a
that comes with it.
morir en la
So for just a
cruz.
minute, as you take the bread
Porque
and the juice
Él
that
nos
represent Jesus' body and
nos
blood that he
tomó,
sacrificed for you.
tomó de
Guys, I just
nosotros
wanna encourage you to
nuestros
pray. If there's somebody in your
bultos
life you need to
y
forgive
los
and some baggage you
puso
need to deal with, pray that prayer.
en
God,
la
give me the
cruz.
strength to forgive just as you forgave me. And it started with
Entonces,
what you did on the cross.
Esta
So let's take a
oración
minute. Let's give him thanks for that.
que,
Let's pray
que
together,
he
and then we'll
dicho
close out. God,
necesitas
thank you so much for
decir
Jesus
de
and what
Dios,
you've done for us.
deme la fuerza para
In this
perdonar
moment, remind us of your
como
grace and give us the
tú
strength
no
to
has
share
perdonado,
your grace with others.
tú
We
nos
love
has
you.
perdonado.
We pray this in Jesus'
Viene
name.
de la cruz y oramos en el nombre de Jesús. Amén. Medítate. Piensa unos momentos en el sacrificio que Jesús nos hizo en la cruz.
tried so hard to see it. It took me so long to believe it. That you choose someone like me to carry your victory. Perfection could never earn it. You give what we don't deserve it. You take the broken things and raise them to glory. You are my champion. Giants fall when you stand undefeated. Every battle you won. I am who you say I am. You crown me with confidence. I am seated in the heavenly place, undefeated, with the one who has conquered it all. Now I can find
We hope today that you leave
Esperemos
with the
hoy
confidence, knowing that you don't have to carry your
hoy
burdens alone.
que salgas con
God's
la
there.
confidencia que no tienes que
Burden
cargar
is easy, his yoke
tus
is light.
bultos
We'll find
solo.
rest.
Puedes encontrar el
Soul
descanso
thrown through him. And he's
y
given us each other
esperanza
to
en
help
Jesús
on that journey.
y nos ha
There's plenty of ways to
dado
get connected with other
el
people
uno
right
al
here who love you
otro
and want to walk beside you.
para
A great first step is by going to
para tener
love.firstchristian.com and walking
conexiones
through these doors. There's people
y
waiting.
hay
who would love to
personas
connect with
por
you.
las
Help you
puertas
find that
que
community
pueden
that can surround
encontrar
you.
las
Maybe
conexiones que
something that was said
necesitas
today
o
stirred
puedes
something.
ir a
Maybe you're carrying around those burdens
hub.firstchristian.com
that
para
Jimmy talked about and you need prayer.
hacer
There's people waiting in
preguntas.
this room right underneath
Hay
the cross
personas aquí
or
debajo
online
de
who
la
would love to
cruz
pray
para
with you.
orar
Start to
contigo.
walk through what that
Hay
steps look
personas
like to
en
unburden
línea que
yourself.
pueden orar contigo
We're so glad that
para
you joined us today.
empezar
We hope
de
you have an
desempacar
awesome- Thanks for being here.
todo el bagaje en tu vida. Que tengas muy buena semana. Gracias por estar aquí.